Yo, what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be going over a little bit of an updated branded DESPIA deck profile. I mainly want to talk about what you guys saw in the title of this video, my choice for my going first card. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it in the side deck. We'll just talk about that first because that's mainly what I wanted to talk about in this video, is the fact that I cut Ra's Disciple for D-Barrier, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, if you want to go for the Ra's Disciple line, like, you have to force that line. Like, you need Branded Fusion so you can Branded Fusion away and dump the Ra's Disciple, and then you need to set up Retribution, or not Retribution, but you need to set up, I don't have it anymore, but it's Expulsion. You need to set up Expulsion as well as, you know, sending the Ra's Disciple to the graveyard. And ideally, you also want to bestial it out of your graveyard so that it can't get like caught by the grave, or bestialed itself out of the graveyard on your opponent's turn. You want to target it from the banish and bring it back, which is what I was doing. But I was finding out that it's really just not that good, this format at all. Like, there's a lot better option. Like, D-Barrier is so much of a better option, and the reason is because there's no answer to this card. Like, D-Barrier, you just can't, like, it's chainable for the rest of the turn. It's literally just a floodgate. Like, floodgates are good, obviously. And Ra's Disciple is a floodgate as well, but there's outs to Ra's Disciple. Like, if you have a level 5, level 6 monster like a Bestial, you could tribute over the Ra's Disciple. If you have Book of Eclipse, you can Book of Eclipse the Ra's Disciple. There's just ways to out Ra's Disciple. There's no way to out D-Barrier. Like, there's just no answer to it in the game right now. So that's why I think that D-Barrier is definitely the best going first card in the game right now. If you're going up against Sprite, you can call Xyz. That's good against Sprite. Obviously, Xyz against Kashtira is really good. Exo Sister's not a real deck, but Sword Soul, going up against Sword Soul, you can call Synchro. And then obviously you don't want to D-Barrier yourself if you're playing in the mirror match, and you don't want to call Fusion on yourself. But I will say, like, if you set up a full board and then you D-Barrier them, like, they're probably not cracking that board and you're probably winning anyway. I have other stuff in here for the mirror match, like Super Poly is good in the mirror match. The Bestials are strong in the mirror match. Nibiru can be strong in the mirror match if they play it. If they play it wrong, if they like don't respect Nib, then it can be good. Imperm's also decent against their mirror match as well. And then I have Lancia in the side deck. Lancia has been performing pretty decently since I threw it into the deck. It's really good against, obviously, Kashtira, Flunder. That's the main reason it's in here, is against Kashtira and Flunder. But it also can come up, like, a common side against this deck is people will side in evenly matched. So if you, like, side in Artifact Lancia going first, then they can't hit you with evenly on you know, their turn. And then also, I'll just go over the deck list now. But yeah, that was the main thing I changed in the deck. Also changed up the extra deck a little bit. I threw in Garura because Super Poly Garura is coming up a lot. Also, Grangoli, Sen the Garura was also coming up a lot. Like, usually if you go for the new combo, if you have like Grangoli and Serenir, usually go like Grangoli, Serenir, you dump Retribution. Oops, didn't mean to click that. But you dump Retribution, and then you dump the Shrouded Dragon, and then you Shrouded Dragon dump whatever you want to get. But if you already have access to the Shrouded Dragon, like say you open up Branded Lost or something like that, or even if you hard open Albion, then it comes up to where you want to send Garura and get the Branded in white, and then you can just banish for Mirror Jade, also get another draw. So that comes up, and I think it's worth the extra deck slot for Super Poly, so that's why that is there. And then Pac said this in his video too that I reacted to, like, Fallen of Albaz plus Super Poly. If there's any extra deck monster on the field, Albaz obviously becomes immediate. Super Poly immediately becomes live. And then I'm a little heavy on the Bistio count still because I think they're good in the mirror. Also, I want to have Regained and Beast live as possible, or as often as I can. If you're able to set up Regained and you draw into Lubellion and you search for Magnum, then you're going to have a constant cycle of searching dragons. Like, you could bring this back on your opponent's turn, search another Lubellion, or if you need a way to play, you could even search Fallen of Albaz or the Shrouded Dragon. So I think that one Magnum is good. Also, I forgot to do this. Druis. You definitely play Druis Worm over what I was just playing, which was the Baldrake, because you do have this come up to where You know, you'll have regain. Sometimes you might not have magma. Or sometimes, oh yeah, also I forgot to mention this too. Like, also if you get debarriered, that's another reason I like the Bestials. Like, if you get debarriered, you can still set up interruptions. That's why I think this is better. So if you get debarriered, you can still play with your Bestials and set up interruptions and gain advantage that way. Like, if you could set up regained and beast, like if you could somehow dump regained, set up beast, get beast, bring back regained on the in the end phase, then you can like reborn Druid Worm, have a pop and another pop with the Druid Worm. I'm finding that what's it called, the whatever I just cut, the Ball Drake, it wasn't coming up nearly as much as I would like it to. And I just think Druid Worm is, I think it's a little bit better, bro, honestly. So I'm gonna try out the Druid Worm. I was trying out the Ball Drake, but I think I used Ball Drake's effect to banish something like one time. Because I'll usually have Beast and Regain set up, and then I'll have like another Dark that I don't really want to tribute on board, or I get like Book of Eclipse or something, and it's not as good. I think Druid Swarm is just better. You can maybe cut Lubellion down, maybe play another Allure and Mercurier, as Pac was doing. But I think this list is pretty solid. I'm also still testing out the double nibs, double super polys are my only going second cards, really. Lubellion and Druid Swarm also is a lot better at just like cracking boards. Like if you have if you start with Lubellion, like say you're going second and you just start with Lubellion, Lubellion, you Lubellion, search for Druid Worm. Druid Worm, hopefully they'll have something in their graveyard so that you can banish it. If not, you could go like Chain or something, maybe even Sheeran, I don't know. But you need to find a way to banish something, banish a light and a dark, but you don't want to banish Bestial Lubellion. So what you'll do is obviously summon the Druid Worm that you searched off the Lubellion, banish something out of your opponent's graveyard, summon this card, and then tribute the Druid Worm away for Lubellion. Druid Worm effect to out something that they special summon, and then Lubellion effect, place Branded Beast face up in the spell trap card zone, and then you get another pop like that. So one Lubellion creates two pops. You can pop like a set card, and you can out a special summon monster, or you can out two monsters. So just Lubellion will help you out two things on your opponent's board, or at the very least force interaction, bro. So I think that's why like Druid Swarm is just better. Like if you have Ball Drake, you can't do that. Like if you just Lubellion for Ball Drake, you can't do what I just explained. So that's why I think that the one Druid Swarm is a little bit better. You don't want to play too many Bestials. Like that's why I cut down. Originally I had like 3 Magnamut, like double Druid Swarm, Sorneer, but you don't need that many. You really just don't. So this is the deck that I've been running. I've been enjoying it, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would change down there in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you made it this far, drop a like on the video. Greatly appreciate it. Greatly helps out the channel. Also, I cut the Proskinian. I think I cut it for this. Summoning Quiritis is usually just as good. Like Proskinion, there's ways to get around it. Quiritis, there's also ways to get around it, but it can still just be an annoying card to deal with. Like if they try to jump over anything, you make everything 0. And then also if they try to out it some other way, like banish it or this or that, then you threaten Albaz summoning itself and bringing out a fusion. Also, if you discard this off of Fallen of Albaz, you can set it during the end phase. It's something that kind of can come up. It's come up a few times, and one time I forgot it, but it does come up. So don't forget that if you're playing the Brandon and White. But Brandon and White is also a brick. So yeah, there's definitely, this deck by far is not solved, but this version I'm liking. You guys can also see I'm testing out like Dark Ruler, Cosmic, Super Poly. This deck struggles against floods. If it's not playing against a floodgate deck, then it's pretty good. That's why I have the one Cosmic in here. I guess I just got I got Master Duel PTSD, bro. That's all it is. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out. Peace.